County Talk back with another weekly roundup. It's episode 5. We are actually recording this a day earlier than normal because we are not able to actually record it on Friday because of work commitments. So, but as it stands, because of news that's come out today it's the last of the signings.
Yeah.
The only bit of news that we can think to come out really is the away kit, which still not out.
No.
Gutting, isn't it? But first bit of news then, Tom, what was it?
So, kicked off the week, 1 p.m. Tuesday, I think, was the fixtures. So, fixtures have come out. First thing I noticed straight away, and it was noticed on Twitter by a lot of fans, very, very favourable first month. So, we kick off away at Dover, home to Altrincham, home to Barnet, away to Sutton, and home to Maidenhead. You're certainly expecting 3 points from Altrincham, definitely expecting 3 points from Maidenhead. You want to be going to Dover and picking up minimum of a point. That gets you 7. Barnet at home. Again, Barnet are a good team, but we're at home. You're wanting to pick up 3 to give us 10. And I think Sutton away could be a tricky one. You're looking at wanting to go those 5 unbeaten with 11 at least.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I think that opening month is a great opportunity for us to build momentum as soon as we get out of the blocks. So I think, as far as opening months go in the National League, it doesn't really get much better than that.
No.
But then,
it's the National League.
It's the start of the season. It's the National League. You don't know what you're going to face, do you?
Exactly. So, training video was then released, and in the video you saw Chicksen still training, and you saw Sam Graham.
Beady eyes.
Now, I'm 100% sure that Notts only signed Graham because they saw our tweet prompting them to sign Graham back on loan.
Broad statement.
There's no other explanation.
Broad statement.
No links anywhere, and then what are you going to do
statement.
that? Whoa. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Unfinished business with us.
No, I mean, a massive margin of players that are at Notts now, he would have already gelled with. So that's one factor taken out when you sort of think about bringing new players in, especially at centre-back.
Yeah.
A lot of trust installed in centre-backs, I think.
Started off with a few nervy performances, as you're bound to first time at open age first team level, not under 23s. But after that, he settled in, and we were saying this, weren't we, when the signing was made? If injuries happened, we don't want them to. But and it came to Sam Graham being a first choice centre back for the whole season, I'd be comfortable.
Yeah.
I definitely would, and I think he'll learn off players like Rawlinson, Turner, Lacey, so spot on.
I think it's a fierce position to be wanting at Notts because you've got Lacey, Rawlinson. For me, that partnership last season when they were together was pretty phenomenal, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So I think if you want to be breaking that partnership up, you've got to be playing fairly well. So I think we've got a very exciting season ahead because there's a lot of positions like that.
To be fair though, I'm not 100% sure with Rawlinson not playing when we came back from lockdown. For me, that position's still up for grabs. There's something. No, I don't want it to be. There's something that's. Why would he not play? And it can't just be he wasn't as good in training or nah. But yeah, phenomenal player. But
fair enough.
Something there for me. So don't know. Might give Sam Graham a chance.
Yeah, and obviously, at the time we're recording this, it's Thursday. Late afternoon, we announced Jimmy Knowles. He's a Mansfield player. We've got him on loan for the season.
Can't say that on the channel. Can't say that word.
No, initially you're sort of thinking, you're seeing a lot of fans as well put on Twitter why we're loaning players from Mansfield. No, I think you do just have to just bring those sorts of thoughts away from it. As much as you don't want to be improving their sorts of players and stuff like that, I think you do have to sort of look at the bigger picture and say, if he's going to score goals that gets us back up to the Football League, that's what we want. At the end of the day, our main priority is to get promotion. And, I can understand why fans would have those thoughts, but you just have to put that right to the back of your mind, because if he scores, 1 goal, 2 goals, 15 goals, if it helps us get promotion, that's all we need.
Spot on, yeah. Personally, I don't see anything wrong in the signing. It's a loan signing. No. He's 18. Yeah. If we are paying a contribution for wages, it's minimal at 18. I do think I can't see him, if players are fit, I can't see him playing more than 10% of the minutes in the league. He'll come in, he'll do the job in the FA Trophy. He'll do the job in the, maybe if we get a decent draw in the FA Cup opening round. He's not going to start over Wootton, he's not going to start over Sam, he's not going to start over Thomas, unless he makes a big impact. But we know Ardy likes 4 strikers.
Yeah.
This does kind of lead me to think, we all thought he was going 1 up top. You can't go 1 up top and have 4 strikers for me, unless he's thinking of keeping someone like Thomas as an option as a wide man. But then why would you do a man with that goal scoring potential? I mean, it's interesting to see what's going to happen, because fans have changed their mind all over this season. I was sure we were going with 1 up top, but
yeah, it did look that way, though, didn't it, for a while, to be fair.
yeah, but I don't know. I can't see anything wrong in the signing. I mean, if he gets injured, send him back. You know, if he's just not getting a look in, what harm's it doing? So yeah,
Exactly. It's low cost, so it's not putting a dent into
Low risk.
finances. Yeah, very low risk.
and then a couple of hours later,
We all knew it was coming,
Chicksen
didn't we?
has signed. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. It's been a weird summer of sport and stuff. But Bolton got relegated from League One last season, right?
Yeah.
And Bolton fans didn't want him to leave.
Well, this was the thing, wasn't it? He actually left in January, didn't he?
Yeah.
So he was actually released by the club, and he felt hard done by. I watched his he did like a 10-minute interview, introduction to the club, and he was talking about that. And I think by what he was saying, he felt hard done by. He felt he'd done everything he could, and if the Bolton fans are sad to see him go, I think that's, very positive.
Yeah. I mean,
Saying they're in League One as well.
yeah. It's a project at Knowles. I'm sure the players are being sold that.
Yeah.
I mean, like, these players will know in their head they've got to put it on the pitch, but they'll know that this squad is better than National League level.
Yep.
I mean, they'll know each other around their leagues, won't they? He'll know Jake Reeves. He'll know
Yeah.
cracking player.
He
He'll know.
knows Jim O'Brien.
Yeah, they know these are good players coming in.
Yeah.
They know that.
The thing that stood out for me as well, in particular with what Chicksen was saying, is the stability at Knots, because he's looking to come to a club that's got a sense of direction, and an obvious sense of direction, and he's not the first player to say it, and I think as a fan it's clear to see.
Yeah.
For me, for the first time ever supporting Knots, I've never felt so positive about the club, the squad, everything, the manager. I mean, it's crazy. Like, I speak to one of my friends and they were saying it's crazy how you've kept Ardley, but he's done a formidable job, hasn't he, really?
The thing that struck me was like the power of one tweet. It said, like, what a way to wrap up our transfer business. I've never seen a club openly say, that's it, we're done.
Yeah.
That is the confidence that no one's going to leave and they're going to have to replace them, because there was interest in Wootton and Roberts, and they've had this plan. They've had a plan.
Yeah.
Like, just like we're saying about Knowles, he's not just going to be a pluck, though. There will have been some research behind him. There's a plan for the whole club.
Yeah.
The defence now, many of these defenders can play across the whole back four. Like, left back, you've got McCrory and Chicksen. Kelly Evans could play there if need be. Right back, I'm sure Chicksen could go in. Centre backs, there's so much depth.
Yeah.
So strong now.
It's quite a versatile squad as well, isn't it?
Yeah. And then the final thing, it's not been talked about really by Knots, but I'd say overall this week's been very positive for the club, coming out of the club, but I felt a dampener all week.
Off the pitch, it's been a bit of a mess again, hasn't it? So there's been certain things, obviously, the obvious rise in cases, like the lockdown's got a little bit stricter, hasn't it? Well, the rules have got a bit stricter.
If you'd have said last week to either of us, shouldn't we be back in stadiums by the opening game, we would have said, yeah, of course. The FA Trophy pilot now looks in doubt with them pushing it back. Originally it was 10,000 fans, so if you don't know, the FA Trophy and Vars are played on the same day, so the 10,000 allocation would have been split between 4 teams, so 2,500 each. The capacity is now reduced to 1,000, so 250 fans per team. For a team of Knott's size, if they were to get there, that's pointless. That's family and friends for the club.
Yeah.
They're now talking about pushing it back so they can have fans in there. If that means a trip to Wembley, I still don't care. I now want it played and out of the way.
Yeah. definitely.
It's just going to hang over the season.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
This needs to be a fresh season.
Hmm.
So for me, that's a dampener, because they also tagged onto that they will be reviewing the return of fans to stadiums in October, which is a massive dampener. And I've felt it all week. You shouldn't get your hopes up, but I've been thinking we were going back.
Yeah. As much of a dampener as that is, you know, if the club are able to stream it, if you pay like a small fee, the streaming service that they offered at Ilkeston, I obviously didn't see it, but you were saying how good it was. So if we can do something like that, you know, every cloud has a silver lining. At least we'll still be able to watch the game. As sad as it is that we won't be in the stadium, that's just the way things are at the minute. So I think we've just got to take it for what it is at the minute.
Yeah, it's hard when you don't see live football. I mean,
we've had our hopes up, haven't we?
Yeah.
That's the hard part to take.
Yeah. You've got to be optimistic. I see some people saying, "Oh, don't get your hopes up and all this," but you've got to look forward to things. So, on the whole, a very positive week. The club have finished with their transfer business. Only thing to do now is release the away kit. As soon as that comes out, giveaways happening, isn't it?
It will be. Yeah.
Thank you for watching again, and hopefully we can go on and get a good performance against Alfreton.